and welcome to CIS Action News. I'm your host, Kelsey Halverson. I'm the Director of Media Department. This week is a huge week for the world of first because the game release is today. We will be kicking off our build season this week. And today we will be interviewing each director from each department and seeing where they are at with their progress and what they're going to be doing for the next 6 weeks. Hi, we're here with Jessie Charbonneau, and she's the marketing director of C.I.S, and we're just going to be asking her some questions about her plans. So how about first you tell us about things that you've done to prepare during preseason?
Well, we haven't been too busy yet, but as the season's picking up, we're having more tasks to do. We just have been reaching out to our sponsors, and for Christmas, we made sure that they know that we love the support that they give us and really appreciate it. So we just made some gifts for them and handed them out during Christmas time and just things like that.
Yeah, sounds fun. So what are your goals for this week going into the build season and kicking it off?
My team's goals for this week is just to start brainstorming and thinking of ways and strategizing for marketing at the regionals and how to get noticed by people and to just get our name out there.
Cool. Sounds fun. Thank you. Hello, I'm here with our logistics director, Cami Zebarth. So what have you done in the preseason to prepare for kickoff today?
So what we've been working on thus far into the season has been developing our Gantt chart. So last year is our first year doing that, and so this year it'll be a lot easier and more realistic. And the Gantt chart is used to track our entire season and what we still have to complete and what we have completed. So that's what we've been working on, and as well as with communication within our team and just making sure that everyone knows their role and is comfortable with it.
Cool. That sounds awesome. What do you plan to do in the next few weeks to prepare for regionals and do things?
So for the rest of the season, from now on, we're going to be monitoring the Gantt chart to make sure everyone is where they're supposed to be, and then giving the heads up if they're not, as well as making sure the calendar's up to date so that everyone has the most up-to-date information.
Cool. Hello, now we're here with Joel Wilson, and he is the director of the strategy department. So what have you been doing in the preseason to prepare for today?
So far this preseason, leading up to kickoff, we've been looking at breaking down previous games with the new strategists. We broke down the 2013, 2012, 2011, and 2010 games in order to get a feel for what kind of manipulators they use, how they transfer the game elements to the other parts of their robot, and see how we can incorporate some of those designs in this year's concept.
Cool. So then now that you know this year's game, what do you guys been planning to do for the next 6 weeks?
So starting off right here in the first couple days, we're looking at breaking down the game, understanding the manual completely, and then starting to prototype our robot concept, get it on a nice whiteboard, take dimensions, and eventually build the drivetrain that we're going to use for the season. And when that's completed, the manipulators will be prototyped, optimized as we have access to the field elements, and produce a pretty nice robot.
Cool. Fun. Thank you. Hi, now we're here with Cooper Lindsay, and he is the engineering department director. So what have you guys been doing during the preseason to prepare for today?
We have been practicing on building different drivetrains and stuff like that we think would be able to be used with the different competitions and stuff, and so yeah.
Cool. So then now that you guys know the game, what are your plans for the next 6 weeks?
Just trying to decide on the drivetrain to use and then optimize what we already have to make stuff work and figure out how to, do all the tasks that need to be done.
Cool. Now we're with Logan Steffen, and he is the programming/website department director. So what has your team been doing in the past couple weeks to prepare for today?
Well, we have a prototype drivetrain we've been working on. We've been programming that and also working with some mentors in our area to further our skills and get our new people trained in, and it's been coming along really well, and we're pretty set for the season.
Cool. So now that we know the game, what will your department be doing?
Well, right away we're going to update all of our software. We're going to have build team creating our KOP bot, which we'll be done right away. We'll have something to program and test on. And we'll be working closely with strategy to figure out what our robot will be.
Fun. Sounds cool. Thank you. Hi, now we're with Evan Schmidt, and he is the director of the Safety, Inventory, Loss Prevention, and PIT department. So what have you guys been doing in the preseason to prepare for today?
We've been putting an inventory together and getting safe work method statements put together as well.
Cool.
Working on a safety binder.
Very fun. And then, so now that you guys know what the game is, what will your department be doing?
We're going to be working on a safety binder, putting safe work method sheets together, and keeping the inventory together as well.
Cool. Fun.
Yes.
Thank you. Now we're here with Mr. Yerrick, our head coach. So what key things have we been doing in the preseason to prepare for today?
The biggest difference between last year and this year is we went from just a single captain into having 8 different distinct departments with 8 different team leads. Each one of those team leads understands everybody else's role, and they also see the whole scope of the team. We meet together once a week, we discuss everything that needs to happen, and then each team has come up, or each department has come up with different objectives on how to be successful. Each team leader is backed with a whole bunch of students that are there to help them take the stuff off their plates, meet those objectives, better the team, find new avenues of success for the team, essentially make 4607 better than what it was this year or next year or last year or wherever else you want to go.
Mm-hmm. So that's been working better than last year?
It's not better, it's different. Last year we had a very successful season. We didn't have a lot of leaders stepping up before the season, and we went off of an old model. This year we tried a different model because we have 17 seniors returning that really understand the game, that have been around a while, and are really solid leaders that are very impactful. So it only made sense to make that transition this year to see how it works for us.
Okay, cool. So now that we know the game, what are key things that we'll be doing?
Well, as I'm the head coach, I watch the kickoff, and I honestly have no idea what the team is planning. That's not my role. My role on this is to make certain everybody's moving forward. The students are the ones that get to decide on how we're successful this year. So we'll check in a week and a half from now, and I'll have more information on that. But right now, it's not my role. So
Cool.
sorry I couldn't help you on that.
That's all right. Thank you.
Yes.